afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Happy Wednesday. It is Midday Kentucky here with DG.
What's going on?
You know, I think that life just gives you a little bit of a favor when National Martini Day just happens to fall in the middle of the week.
It's a wonderful blessing. Thank you, life. Thank you.
Are you a martini drinker?
I am. Extra dirty, blue cheese olives. I love it all.
Shaken or stirred?
I'll do it shaken.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really, and we make them a lot. Like,
oh, do you?
Yeah, like it's kind of like our Friday go home, and we always do martinis on Fridays.
Do you do it in like martini glasses and everything? Do you do it fancy?
No, we actually do it in mason jars.
Styrofoam jars. Oh, mason jars?
Yeah, we do it in mason jars, and we'll just, because we like a lot of olives in there, and we just make them up and we'll have them out on the porch. It is, I love like a extra dirty martini.
But you're not an alcoholic. Just to make that. I just want to,
it's a Friday chill, yeah.
So you like olives in your drinks?
Yeah, I do.
Me too.
I'm like big on like, I like to, like I'm eating them. I'm eating
like
those
salt.
bad boys. Yeah.
No, I'll order it so much that somebody's like, do you just want to drink with your olives?
Some olive
like,
juice.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll take a little vodka with my olive juice. So, but yeah, I'm really excited they're on. It's a great place, so it's cool.
Yay. Anything else going on?
Nothing too crazy today. I did see a fox
I was
yesterday.
just about to say.
I did, yeah. Randy and I were out golfing, and we saw,
yeah,
well, we were driving.
We're driving the
golf cart, and I'm like, Bran, there's a fox over there. And we were just excited to tell you about it because
But she wasn't as excited as you.
She was just kind of like, yeah, it's a fox. And I'm like, I don't know when I've seen a fox the last time. And Amber's had all these fox stories like, well, saw a fox over there, saw a fox over there. And like for us, I was like, Bran, there's a fox. But she grew up like really in the country. So she saw foxes and all that stuff.
Too. I just get really excited. Listen, that's how exciting our lives are that we now have a fox countdown calendar.
There we are. That's the highlight. It's like, you're an adult when you get excited about like cleaning supplies and new sheets and foxes.
I get excited about seeing foxes. We're going to become like bird watchers. I just see it. We have our khakis on.
Hello. Yeah, that's its new segment.
Really, they're just like ducks. And we're like, there's ducks.
Right over there, we've got a little duck. Sorry, okay,
like
bringing it back.
And with the good.
Whew.
All right, this story, we're going to revisit. We talked about it back in the beginning of the May. I think we talked about it quite a bit because it's interesting. We told you about this mysterious millionaire from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He's looking for his future wife, and he's doing it in a bachelor, as in David's favorite show, kind of way. Now, in Salt Lake City, billboards were posted all throughout town, if you recall, saying he'll be looking for that special someone at an exclusive VIP event on June 7th, which passed. Now, it was set up by a woman who called herself the LDS matchmaker, and that's because I didn't know what LDS stood for, even though it was right in the sentence before. Well, that's not the only saga. The real saga continues. Get this, 205,000 women applied.
Whew.
That's like a city.
Lord,
a city
that
applied.
Is a pretty large city.
And only 20 were selected.
Wow.
There's no way they went through all these applications.
Right, I mean, yeah, this is crazy.
All right, well, those 20 lucky ladies arrived in a limo.
Look at this sheet. This is, I feel like they could have done better with the sheet.
Too. And when I picture people arriving in a limo, it just makes me laugh. All right, so they went to a country club in Utah where they learned about this bachelor who was hiding behind that very expensive white cloth. Now, they all signed disclosure agreements. When the cloth dropped, they saw him. And based on what these ladies said afterwards, they were not disappointed with what they saw.
Well, I feel like this is so staged, it's just like...
Well, duh, like on his end?
No, even on their end, it's like none of them are going to be like, oh, he was ugly and I couldn't imagine, it's like they're saying, hey, we've got this millionaire, you might like him. Want to come meet him? I mean...
We talked about, is that his hand?
No, these are just some random people.
If he was wearing that, I may not go. Maybe, I don't know. I am a sucker for flowers. No, we talked about it before. the whole like millionaire thing. He's obviously flaunting his money.
He's letting people know.
No, there was a show, and I actually wish they'd bring it back, because I don't watch much reality TV, but I liked the Millionaire Matchmaker.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I do remember that.
And so she would set up a lot of her clients this way. So The Bachelor cannot take, well, I don't know what was first, so.
Yeah, Bachelor's like 26 seasons in.
Stop it,
They're
because
nuts.
I remember the first season. You just stop that right now. But that's what she would do. She would set up these ladies, but she would handpick, and I don't know how many.
Right. I feel like she would go through like, you know, some type of Rolodex of like sign up online, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you applied. Much like this, though.
But putting a billboard up, I guess you're just getting candidates. So, you know.
Listen, some people
Did you
need
apply?
to do
You didn't
that.
apply. Did you apply? I need to
No,
know.
but I do need to apply to the Airbnb thing.
Oh, yeah.
You reminded
Yep.
me. No, so that's what she did, though. She would have them all go to these social events so that they were an event, even though it was staged. It was a little more like, oh, hey, it wasn't like a one-on-one situation all the time where you had to sit across from somebody and grill each other.
It's nuts. You know, they said that only 4 women are going to get through this, and I'm just kind of like, how do you really get that time? How do you get that presence of love in there?
Hey, it's that chemical attraction. You either got it
That's
or
true.
you don't.
That's true.
Maybe.
But I mean, I feel like if he's had this much or this many problems maybe finding love at this point.
Are you diagnosing this?
I'm just saying, you know, this guy, he sold his first business when he was 26.
Okay.
He worked at the White House under the Republican regime, if you will. And it's just kind of like, this guy's definitely driven, and I just feel like
David.
I'm just okay.
DG,
I'm just saying.
You're just
I've watched a lot of
in your
Bachelor.
mouth.
I've watched a lot of
Are you saying if somebody
Bachelor.
is successful in life, they've done well, they're okay, they're normal, they're sane, they should be married and find that person so easily? Is that what I'm hearing?
No,
is that what you heard?
Nope. I would never say that. What I'm saying is that
Yeah,
I
what
feel
are you
like
saying? What-
he didn't need to use his
tell
money.
me what you're saying.
He didn't need to use his money. He needed to use his personality, his attributes. I guess that money is a big attribute, though. So I just think that I would have wanted it to be like kind of on the DL if I was this multimillionaire and looking for love. I'd want them to fall in love with me.
And I wouldn't be that attracted that somebody's flaunting that
That's all
in
I'm
order
saying.
to find it.
I just think he has other good things going for him.
Maybe he doesn't.
Maybe he doesn't.
Maybe he's awful. The women that met him said that didn't make it through the process. They were like, we're okay with it. Like, he's actually looking for love.
Yeah.
It's all good.
That's cool, though.
Let us know what you think. Let us know if you would apply. There's no way they went through 205,000.
No way. No.
Sorry, ladies.
That's
You're going to have to find
craziness.
another billboard. All right. Speaking of billboards, this is a new kind of advertisement, and you may like it. If you go to the United Kingdom, you may not find any advertisements containing, quote, harmful gender stereotypes. That's because they were banned Friday. That means things like women are bad drivers, husbands being lazy. This is all due to a study which suggests these ads lead to people assuming who they need to be, how they need to look, how they should act, as well as what careers they should pursue. And as DG said, if they have all that together, they should be married by now.
No.
That's why they're banning these. Just kidding. All right, here's a list of ads that are considered harmful. DG?
So we've got, you know, man just up there with his feet in the air and a lady cleaning. And you know what? I like this. I really dig what they're saying, you know. Or, for example, a man or a woman failing to do a task due to gender. You know, I think this is great, actually.
Like what? Like,
well, I really like, you know, that you remember those ads back in the day, but you still see some crazy stuff like it where the man was getting home from work and the woman was like taking off his coat.
yes,
It was like,
and making a martini.
yeah, well, it was like don't ask questions to your husband. Ask him about his day. Right. You know what I mean? It was just like,
yeah.
What?
And the woman always had a long dress on.
Always, and like had a waist like
and like
this
this
big.
tiny, and
like,
she always had a vacuum cleaner,
like,
and was so excited about vacuuming.
How's your day? I mean, let's get away from that.
That's how most households are, right? Apparently not.
Apparently not.
There were also some other things. The contrast between boy and girl personalities, that has a lot to do, and I mean, we're in Pride Month right now.
Right.
People are trying to help normalize, I guess, and that may not be the right word, transgender and all the different
Right.
You know, things that people may not be. Boys don't always have to play sports and come home with a martini.
Well, and on this note, do you remember when you were a kid watching, we were talking about this last night, watching like boy cartoons or girl cartoons, and Brandy kind of brought this up to me, and I was just like, and I really do remember, because it was just kind of like that was pushed on us, like there were the girl cartoons and there were the boy cartoons.
Like Transformers and G.I. Joe.
Yes.
And then girls had My Little Pony and Gem.
My Little Pony. Sorry.
I love that show.
But it's, you know, it's just one of those things where it's so cool that we're like, hey, listen, let's bring it all together.
Yeah.
I like it.
There's a lot. There's some more. Let's keep going.
Oh,
Do we
yeah.
have the list? All right. Moms, look, there's their mom
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
with a 2-inch waist vacuuming. Are there any other ones? Belittling men for doing the female roles.
Yeah.
So these are a lot of guidelines. So I think the question is, we agree that this stuff it's all outdated.
Right, it is.
Should this, you know, the agency in charge have the power to ban this completely in advertisements? What do you think?
Well, I do think you're kind of getting close to that, you know, and this was in the United Kingdom. So, you know, if this were to happen in America, for example, I think you'd be touching on a lot of, like, you know, freedom of speech things, where it's like if a magazine does want to put out like some nasty, outdated, gross, you know, stereotypes, then that's kind of their call. You know what I mean?
See, I don't know. Have you ever been to the UK and watched TV?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
They're a little more, in my opinion, forward, and they're a little more, not risque, but they go there a little more. I actually think America has more guidelines as far as other things, so it surprised me that they decided to do this, and that everybody's okay with it. It'd be interesting to see if other countries, you know, take notice and continue on.
I do like where they're going though with it.